3 years ago, thousands of Rohingya were crossing into Bangladesh each day. It was the largest and fastest refugee influx that the world had seen in a generation. Today, around 860,000 Rohingya refugees live in camps in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. These refugee settlements are now the largest in the world. But do you know who the Rohingya are? How did the Rohingya crisis start and where are they now? The Rohingya are a mainly Muslim minority in Myanmar. They are the single biggest stateless community in the world, meaning they aren't citizens of any country. Without a nationality, they can't travel freely, work or go to school. They have faced discrimination and persecution for decades. Since the late 1970s, over 1 million Rohingya have fled violence in Myanmar in successive waves of displacement. The latest exodus began in August 2017, when violence broke out in Myanmar's Rakhine state, driving more than 742,000 to seek refuge in Bangladesh. Most walked for days through jungles and mountains or braved dangerous sea journeys across the Bay of Bengal. They arrived exhausted, hungry and sick, in need of international protection and humanitarian assistance. Most of those who arrived sought shelter in and around the refugee settlements of Kutupalong and Nayapara in Bangladesh's Cox's Bazar district. Some joined relatives, but most came with nothing. New spontaneous settlements sprouted overnight. The scale of the influx put pressure on the host community and existing facilities and services. But the Bangladesh government has responded generously throughout the crisis, and local Bangladeshi villagers took in the new arrivals and spared no effort to help.
এই ঘটনা দেখছি আমরা টিভিতে দেখে আমাদের দুঃখ লাগছে সেজন্য মানুষের জন্য সাহায্য সহানুভূতি করা উচিত সেজন্য আমরা আসছি
বাইন্দার আছে বাইন্দার বেশি সুন্দর করে রে মানে দোকান কায় গত্তর বানি দিয়ে তার হাসে শুকরিয়া আল্লাহ শুকরিয়া
3 years on, thanks to the efforts of the Bangladeshi government and through their own perseverance, the Rohingya refugees have found safety and security in Bangladesh. But their futures remain uncertain. The Rohingya want to return home to rebuild their lives in Myanmar, but they should only return when it's safe to do so. It's been 3 years since the world watched the crisis on the news, but the Rohingya must not be forgotten. Share what's happening about the Rohingya with your friends, family and social networks. Raise your voice to help the Rohingya build a better future.